I'm here to interview a famous celeb. So she really doesn't need any introduction if you have been a Bollywood fan, but still for the unknown I will say she created quite a stir in Bollywood industry with the song Kaliyo Ka Chaman, and that is still etched in our hearts. And now the tables have turned. The dancing diva is now helping us to dance, stay fit, and be upbeat about life because she's now become life coach and fitness trainer, Zumba instructor. She has her own dance academy and what not. I mean, she's just shifted to Dubai a few years back because she married Portuguese tennis player Luis, and so she's relocated. So times have changed, but the factor has not. You can still see how fit she is, how glowing she is. So it's really an honor to interview her today and know about her journey so far, her new life in Dubai, and basically tidbits about her which we don't know. So are you all ready? Let's do it, and let's join me in this wonderful interview. So here are some rapid fire questions for all the viewers worldwide to enjoy. So let's go. So Meghna, you are a famous Indian model, actress and TV personality. So tell me about your background and how you are in real life.
My background, I come from a very sporty family. My dad is a tennis player. My mom is a teacher.
Okay.
And they have been, they've been sports people from the time that they have moved or they were growing.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I come from a very humble background in Bombay. And my parents moved from the south of India to Mumbai just for work.
Okay.
And that's how they started living in Bombay and working in Bombay and stuff like that. And how Kaliyo Ka Chaman came about is basically it was being at the right place at the right time, I think, because I believe in that completely after what Kaliyo Ka Chaman happened.
Destiny.
Yeah. I was with a friend of mine who was going to audition for Kaliyo Ka Chaman, and in the bargain they asked me to come for the audition as well. So that's how it happened.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to our next question. So I read that you were an avid tennis player and you were a trained Bharatanatyam dancer and fitness enthusiast. So how did modeling and basically movies happen? Because it's like the entertainment industry and away from creative arts and everything.
So tennis because my dad has been a tennis coach all his life.
Okay.
That's why I ended up starting to play tennis, and I've always been a sports person.
You even
in
coached.
school. I coached tennis for kids in the US for 5 years. I used to go to a sports academy there.
Okay.
So I did that, and then Bharatanatyam being South Indian.
Yeah.
Sub South Indian kids have to learn some form of classical dancing, be it Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi or whatever. So I learned Bharatanatyam because of that, and also because dance is something that I really love. And modeling, it just came around. As I said, Kaliyo Ka Chaman was by fluke.
Right.
I never planned to be an actor or a model and anything. Things just happened. Everything just fell into place. And ek ke baad ek hua, and that's how I ended up being.
Yeah. She's one of the blessed and lucky people, we must say.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, you are forever remembered as Kaliyo Ka Chaman girl. So can you share some memories related to that song which we are not aware about, and how your life really changed after that?
So Kaliyo Ka Chaman happened 19 years ago, and every memory of Kaliyo Ka Chaman is as fresh as it is today.
Still people remember you.
Everyone, yes. I think when I'm 70 years old, 50 years old, people are going to say, oh, Kaliyo Ka Chaman wali aunty. That is definitely going to happen. But yes, Kaliyo Ka Chaman has Um, the life after Kalyoga Chaman has been wonderful. I mean, I think it has been a fairy tale life. But when I say fairy tale life, it has also come with a lot of ups and downs and lows and highs because Kalyoga Chaman brought me such fame and everything. I didn't know how to balance it maybe and everything. So yes, my struggle really started after Kalyoga Chaman. So yeah, life has been touch
Okay. So the next question is, what has been your most challenging role till date, and how was your experience working with the Balakrishna sir? I would say the legend.
My most challenging role, I must say, would be Kalyoka Chaman again because that was my first ever stint in front of a camera. I had to learn a lot of things in the process.
But you
I
danced like a pro.
I danced because I rehearsed also like so much for it. All the expressions and everything. It was very challenging for me because I really didn't know camera angles. I didn't know what look to give where, when to start, when to stop. So everything was like really taught to me on set. So I think that would probably be one of my most challenging things. And to talk about Balakrishna sir, I think it was one of the most calming processes in our life. Like we shot for a song, and every time we went to the set, Balakrishna sir had his old classical music and old songs, and he would say, "Come, sit." And he would just make us sit, and it used to be so nice because he's so humble. Like he doesn't care about all these flashy things. He doesn't care about hi-fi stuff and all that. He's very calm, composed, very.
That is something
Being humble, yeah.
Because we feel that celebs are like more they are popular, the more they have air around them.
No, in fact, a lot of celebrities that I've worked with, especially South Indians, and like Balakrishna sir, and a lot of others, they are so humble that they don't need a vanity van anywhere. They just go out and sit in the open, and they really like chilling and all that. So yeah, it's very nice.
Okay. So, when did you really decide to enter the television industry? Because you have done a lot of popular shows like Khatron Ke Khiladi, Dancing Queen, then even Jodha Akbar.
Yeah.
So, how was your experience, and how did you plan to make an entry into TV?
So Khatron Ke Khiladi was the first show on TV that I did. It was probably the first season, and they were obviously taking all the models and the most popular people.
And Akshay Kumar was hosting it.
Akshay Kumar
who
was
is
hosting
himself
it.
a Khiladi.
Yeah. He's non-stop. Like he is non-stop. It was a great experience working with him also because he's so disciplined. He wakes up on this time and this time he wants to shoot and finish on this time. So there was a lot of things to learn from him. So Khatron Ke Khiladi was my first stint on TV. Second was Dancing Queen. I did Dancing Queen obviously because I love dancing. I couldn't say no to Dancing Queen. Jodha Akbar is something that I really worked upon.
Working with Ekta Kapoor.
Yes.
I mean, she's the maestro of television industry.
So we connected in one of the weddings, one of my friend's weddings, our common friend in Goa, and everyone was like, "Acha, now what are you doing?" and this and that. So I told Ekta's everyone who was there. I told Ekta also. I said, if you have any opening on TV, please let me know because I want to try and do TV show like like a proper TV show karna.
And Ekta's shows are like legendary.
Yeah. Little did I know that they called me for auditioning for Jodha Akbar. And I was like, oh my god, that's a very popular show. Sab log Jodha Akbar
It was a great period drama, so everybody watched.
Again, challenging maybe for TV, that is one of the most challenging things I have ever done on TV because you have to give it off to all the TV actors.
Quite hard working.
Movie actors are like pani kam chai when it comes to hard work.
Right, right.
TV actors really work hard, long hours, long dialogues,
And they
long
have such long running shows.
Yeah.
Like movie, it gets over in
few months.
But
Yeah.
Shooting for these things, it's like 5
5,
years,
7
10
years, yeah. TV actors को मतलब hats off.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So we heard you run a dance academy
Yeah.
here. So tell the story behind your dance school. How did you conceptualize that? And I also heard you have become, in the lockdown, certified, personal
Yeah.
trainer, life coach, and you taught Zumba also.
Yeah.
So how are you managing? You're becoming jack of all trades.
So, dance school, I had opened my dance school in Karama first time in
Okay.
Dubai, about 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay.
But that time, I didn't realize I was losing out a lot of work back home in
Right.
India. So 3 साल करके मैंने बंद करके I went
Okay.
back, like I was concentrating more in India. But about 2 years ago, I started my dance school again at MS College.
Okay.
And it was just picking up, then the pandemic.
Right.
So now I'm in that whole situation that I don't want to open my dance school again because
Right.
I don't know, a lot of people are not comfortable coming
Yeah.
indoor.
True,
So
true.
basically right now I'm doing a lot of dance sessions online.
Yeah. That's
And about
good. And
you know,
life coach, like that you can do
Yeah.
like from anywhere. and-
yeah, so life coaching, I decided to become a life coach is in the pandemic. I wanted to do something. I wanted to learn something,
Yeah.
study something. And my husband always told me, why don't you do life coaching? Why don't you study life coaching? Because you're always helping people.
Right.
And I think that's why I took up life coaching. And then fitness training. Again, the reason I did fitness training course is because it helps me. Like I wanted to learn the
Yeah.
techniques, what the science is and
Right,
everything
right.
behind fitness,
Yeah.
That's why I did all these.
So all you people, if you want to taste some Bollywood moves, or you want to stay fit, or you want to be upbeat about life, you know where to go. She's on Insta, and you can follow her as well and see whatever she's doing and how does it suits you. Just contact her and benefit. Yeah. So the next question is about your marriage.
Yeah.
So that was a surprise.
Yeah.
So how has it been? Like, how did you meet your husband, and how did you make the decision to relocate? Because
Yeah.
you were working in India, and it's a big change.
Yeah.
Shuttling between Dubai and India.
Yeah.
So how did it all come about, and how you're managing basically your career and marriage?
So I met Louis about 20, now will be 23 years ago
Such a long time.
in India, and my dad had introduced us, So we met through my dad because my dad's a tennis coach, Louis is a tennis
Right.
coach, So we met that time. It was like probably, like for me, it was puppy love.
Ah, okay.
Then we lost touch, and then about 12 years ago, Louis connected with me on Facebook. So that's how we met.
Okay.
And I think Louis and me meeting was meant to happen. वो हमारे डेस्टिनी में लिखा था. तो हम मिले, and it was like we just decided that we want to be together because we were like just we just fit each other like a glove.
Good.
So yeah, and then relocating here has not been difficult. I really enjoy.
It's a mini India kind of thing.
I like Dubai. It's very close to home.
Yeah.
2.5-3 घंटे का flight है.
That's what is really,
Yeah.
like earlier I was in UK, US, and it used to take a long time
Yeah.
to go to India or plan holidays.
Yeah.
But in Dubai, we like
Go
before
anytime.
COVID, like every 3 months we were traveling.
Yeah. So India, I think Dubai, to move to Dubai was not very difficult. I really enjoyed it. And yes, the only difficult part was that living here and working in India.
Right,
So I
right.
was
Shuttling.
constantly traveling. There were
Yeah.
times when 5 to 6 times a month I'm going to India and coming back.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that has been tough, but it's okay, manageable.
understand, do you really follow trends or you have your own style?
I have never followed trends.
Okay.
I think I am a very
Because we just have this, concept that celebs are very brand conscious.
no. In fact, generally what I do is I used to at
Yeah.
one point
Right.
because my industry is all
Yeah.
about that. But in the last 12 years, I realized that helping my people back home. So I generally, what I do is I go to flea markets, I go to all these local markets, buy all stuff that is, handmade in India, made in India, stuff like that. Like jewelry ho gayi, ya bags ho gaye, ya. Like, for example, I'm carrying this which is made in India,
Okay.
So,
it's looking very nice.
yeah, and trust me, internationally बहुत लोग अच्छा बहुत compliments मिलते हैं, made in India stuff. So I generally pick up those kind of things, and I am not so much into brands and all right now. As I said, I used to be when I was younger, but now it's more what is comfort,
Yeah.
what is
That's
comfortable
more
to
important. You
use.
should
Yeah.
be comfortable in your own skin.
And 90% of the time you will find me in gym clothes.
Okay.
Because मेरा काम ही ऐसा है
Yeah,
जो
I keep
मतलब
seeing your fitness videos.
yeah, so I keep wearing only gym clothes most of the time. So
Right.
it's only when I go out or
Oh,
for
okay.
photo shoots and
Yeah.
stuff like that when I dress
Right.
up.
Okay. So, what do you love about Dubai and expat life?
I think Dubai is one of those communities where there's so much diversity.
Right.
There is so many different communities here in one area. You find people from all over the world
And they
coming
respect
to one.
each other's space and religion.
And everyone celebrates everything.
Yeah,
It's everyone is mingling with everyone. That's
Like
one good thing.
multicultural and
I think that's one very good thing about Dubai, which I really love,
Right.
is because where in the world can you meet everyone from every aspect
Yeah.
of life, and celebrate everything.
And especially the Indian expat community, they always get
Yeah.
together
Yeah.
and they keep on looking out for each other.
Yeah.
Which is very good.
And I'm actually surprised that everyone is so close
Right.
with each other. Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, true. So you have a flawless skin and fit body. So what tips you can give to our viewers basically to keep a good, skincare routine
Yeah.
and be fit?
First of all, eat well, sleep well, drink lots of water, work out very well. I think any kind of workout really, even if you're just walking around, like 10,000 steps a day is more than enough. But I think being active is the key. Also, with my skincare routine, I generally, as I said, I do a lot of Ayurvedic, handmade, Indian-made stuff. I don't really go for these really crazy high-end brands because I've never used them, so I don't know how it works on me.
Yeah.
I have, in the last 10 years, I have been evolving and using more handmade stuff, which I know कि मतलब घर में बना लिया, use कर लिया, kitchen में अपने kitchen में जो सामान है वो सब use कर लिया. So I've been using those kind of things quite a lot, and I think which is very good. Yeah.
So how responsible do you feel as an influencer on social media, especially Instagram, when you have zillions of people following you
Yeah.
and what you do? So how responsible do you feel like posting any stuff or
Yeah.
recommending any stuff? Your take on that?
So I basically don't post a lot of stuff because I don't want to give wrong information or false information to a lot of people. I post what I know and I post what I verify. I always make sure that जो भी post I forward or I put online is definitely done researched and then put online.
And
you know.
mostly, I think you put fitness
And I
videos, which is like motivating for others,
Yeah.
and it's sending the right message across to
Yeah.
be, active in, especially in this pandemic
True.
time.
So I do a lot of that, and then I also keep urging a lot of people because बहुत सारे लोगों का आदत है कि मतलब अच्छा ये देख लिया तो forward करो, ये देख लिया तो forward करो. Nobody verifies that, so that's kind of misleading a lot of people. So I think I tell everyone, and I would urge everyone to verify whatever you put online. With me, as you know, that I had like when I put a lot of personal things like workouts and stuff like that. So I can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
But
And your page should be like motivating to others. It should not be a
Yes.
marketing or an advertising page with brands.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows everything.
Yeah.
We just need some good advice,
Yeah.
be it fitness, be it
True.
outlook to life. Especially in these times, we are not interested in anything else at this point in time.
Yeah, and I also think a lot of people, like even from my industry and from other places, they put up videos with products, face cleansing product,
Right,
face routine.
Yeah.
But यार वो products 25,000 30,000 के
Yeah,
आएंगे.
we can't
And
afford.
a lot of people on Instagram or people who are following you, they
Yeah.
can't afford that.
Right.
A lot of people get depressed कि यार
Yeah,
मैं
we
कैसे
can't
नहीं हो
afford
सकती.
that.
So I think it's okay, if you have it, fine. But then
Yeah.
you always make sure in the process of the video you say that you can buy what you can afford.
Right.
You
And especially,
don't have to-
like Indians, we have this thing of following the Bollywood celebrities. So the role of celebs become very important
Yeah.
because you should not be misleading anybody, but you should encourage people because that is more important.
Yeah.
Authentic information and encouragement.
Yeah.
Because other things we can have at another time. But
Yes.
Yeah. So she is doing a great job, and I can vouch for that because I found her quite humble, and even I've gone through her page. Her videos are very motivating. Even she has a YouTube channel, and I recently saw your video about the immunity drink.
Yeah.
So those kind of information we need. So do follow her and get motivated.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on current situation in India, which is very bad because of the COVID? And as a fitness trainer and life coach, what tips you want to give our viewers to stay, mentally and
Yeah.
physically fit and hopeful in these times? Because many people are, into depression.
Yeah.
They are losing their, family members, loved
Yeah.
ones. So how to be, upbeat and keep yourself mentally fit?
I think first of all, because the situation is so dire in India, the first thing that we need to do is take care of the ones immediately around,
Right.
be it friends, neighbors, family, who you can reach out to. Now because of technology, you can do a lot of video calls, phone calls and everything.
Yeah.
Make sure that you, अगर आप किसी को बोलते हो I'll call you back in 5 minutes and you haven't called back in the last 1 week or 10 days, please call back because that person might need you at the time.
Right.
So that's the thing that even I do. I sometimes forget that I message someone, but immediately when I remember, I suddenly message and say, I'm so sorry, I forgot. So it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
But just take care of each other, be like there for someone.
We just have to be open and be there for people.
Yeah.
In case they need us, we should be available.
Yeah.
Especially in these times. I mean, we should keep our, ears open
Yeah.
for, hearing advice and giving. Even we should follow the protocols ourselves.
Yes.
Like wearing the mask, sanitizing. Because if
Yeah.
we won't do it and we propagate that, then it gives a wrong message.
Yeah.
So we should be careful so that, we give across the right message.
Yeah.
Public.
And please get vaccinated because
Yeah,
that's one
yeah.
thing that
True.
is going to prevent a lot of heartbreaks and
Yeah.
emotional breakdown. So I think it's very important.
We
that
were lucky
everyone
enough,
gets-
like in Dubai, we had a chance to get vaccinated
Yeah.
and everything. But in India also now I heard they have opened it, so do take that vaccine and
Yeah.
stay safe.
Yes.
So, what are your future projects, or what do you aspire to in years to come? Like we can't plan right now with the situation, but still there is some checklist which you want to do. Like,
So basically, right now there were a few projects that I was supposed to do in India, which obviously
Okay.
got cancelled because of
Okay.
coronavirus
Yeah.
in the last 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So I don't know about acting wise,
Okay.
but other than that, I'm working quite a lot in Dubai. There's
Right.
quite a lot of stuff that is happening here.
Yes.
Slowly, people have found out that I'm here. So,
Right.
I'm working on that. Plus, I am working on making more videos for my YouTube channel.
yeah,
And I am going to start working on building my Instagram because a lot of
Yeah.
people, especially a lot of women, wherever I go, they're like, why don't you post? So yeah, that's going to be my next step to becoming a little bit more out there.
and now that you've become a certified life coach
Yeah.
and personal trainer, so
Yeah.
that is also something people can look forward.
True. Yeah.
More videos because
Yeah.
we love your videos.
Thank you.
So the last question is, any words of wisdom for our readers who idolize you and who want to follow you to acting, dancing and fitness?
I think the first and foremost is whoever wants to become an actor, make sure you have a degree and a backup plan. When I say backup plan is some other job apart from acting. There's a lot of people who only want to act. I know of a lot of personal friends who have struggled for 10, 15 years and then got a break.
They are attracted to the show.
Yeah, and they've never had a backup plan. But I always urge all the younger generations to always have a backup plan because that's one of the most important things, and have a degree because that is also one of the most important things.
Yeah.
And to all the aspiring dancers and everything, go live it, do what you want to do. दिल से करो, सब अच्छा करो.
Yeah, good message. So on that positive note, I think we will end this interview. I hope you all enjoyed. So you can follow us both on Instagram. My page is Living Life on Own Terms. And as you know, I am an award-winning writer, journalist, model, editor, and so I'm trying to do a lot of things, and now inspired by her, I think I will also do something in fitness and life coaching because those are the fields to look out for in future. And her page is there on Instagram.
It's
called-
Meghna Naidu.
Yeah, so do follow her as well and get motivated through her videos. And do follow Dubai Fashion Magazine, Be Fashion Magazine, and get updated. Because in our series, we are into, interviewing powerful and impactful women who are inspiring lives in Dubai and worldwide. So in our series today, we have Meghna. So next time we will have another guest to inspire you. So stay tuned. Bye for now.